right. Make sure this thing is going. Yeah, just going live for a little bit, man. What's going on? Got this thing up. Trying to get this thing set up right. Sometimes that thing be running slow. You, Marcus, what's going on, man? You. All right, yeah, y'all can hear me. Cool. Okay. Just letting this thing stream right here. But yeah, you man, you know what I'm about to talk about. I'm about to talk about this Miranda Maverick fight and talk about Liana Jojua a little bit. Man, my man BJ thought she was really gonna stand a chance against Miranda. Well, at least we know why Miranda didn't call anyone out, in which she stated that she hasn't adjusted herself enough in the division to call anyone out. Hey, that's real. Hey, one thing about Miranda is, she's a smart fighter. Since I've been watching her fights in Invicta, man, she's got a high IQ, so she don't want to call nobody out yet. She might, try to bag a couple more easy pickings to really get your name out there, because Liana Jojua, she was like I thought she would be somewhat of a test. Like, I thought it would go 3 rounds, but I thought that Miranda Maverick was still going to piece her up regardless. But it all just came down to that type of defense that Liana Jojua had, man. Like, you really got to adjust your defense to certain things that stand out on your body. And, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm talking about Liana Jojua's nose. That's like a big target right there. So, I mean, if your nose is there to be hit, believe me, it's going to get busted up. So that was just something that I think she needed to prepare for as far as, defense-wise. And for real, man, I mean, Liana Jojua, like, her thing is on the ground. Even in my prediction, I said that she wasn't going to stand a chance on her feet. I mean, she was way too slow. I mean, she was tagging Miranda Maverick with some good shots, some good right hands, some good counter right hands. But other than that, I mean, like, she was just easy pickings for Miranda Maverick. I mean, Miranda just made some nice adjustments in there. Shoot, let me grab some water real quick, man. I was talking all day on Coach's channel and doing some other stuff, man. I need some water. Hang on. All right, I'm back. What'd you say, Marcus? And Jojua's cut would have been more of a target if her corner wouldn't have stopped the fight, and the fight would have continued. Oh, hell yeah. What's going on, Robert? Salute, Robert. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, definitely, man. Like, I mean, you got to point the fingers at the cut, man. Like, they didn't know how to stop that bleeding. They didn't know how to fix that cut. But I do think regardless, man, like, even if they were able to stop the cut, I think that just would have been a target because, like, the bridge of the nose, that's like one of the most, open targets for somebody that's going to be boxing or striking. So I think even if he did stop the bleeding, it was good they just, stopped the fight altogether, really. Y'all know what Jojua's best win was against a fighter who's named after some breakfast biscuits. I ain't even gonna start with you, with Marcus. Wait a minute, who was that? I'm not looking at her record right now. Was she named Bisquick or something? Oh no, you're talking about the Bell Beater things, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Bell Beaters, yeah. Robert said, look back at the fight, Justin made a lot of mistakes. Yeah, he definitely made a lot of mistakes, man. That's why I couldn't give him that first round because I just felt like that pressure from Khabib was what was really controlling his footwork. Like, I think that Justin started off wanting to fight at a distance. He wanted to fight at a distance, but then when Khabib was putting that hard pressure, he was like, I gotta get the hell out of here. He's like, I gotta get out of here before he catch me because Khabib got hands, man. That's why I say, like, I don't care if you're a wrestler or a grappler, you gotta know how to throw them hands. Yeah, make sure y'all hit thumbs up, man. I keep doing these streams like this, just kind of kick it with y'all and talk some fights or whatever, I like Miranda Maverick as a fighter. Yeah, man. I think she's pretty solid as a fighter. I mean, she's still growing, but for the level she's on, I think she's a very smart fighter. Miranda Maverick, like, the girl is like going for her PhD too, so she's like constantly multitasking. So I think that fighting is just something that really fits her because she's able to think. She's able to think and do so many things at once. She's juggling like they said, she was grading papers that night on Fight Island or something like that. They said she was actually grading papers. So, her mind is kind of built for the fight world, I think. So I think she might break the top 10 sometime by the end of the year, man. In the 2021, not 2020. Not 2020, 2021. At Robert Henry, do you watch Invicta? Yeah, you watch Invicta, right, Robert? Justin needed more jabs, undercuts. Uppercuts, yeah. But the pressure was intense all night. Peace to the Eagle. Could be Nurmagomedov made off. Yeah, man. I mean, complete fighter. That's Khabib. I mean, Khabib, like, pound for pound, he's one of the most complete fighters. And the thing is, to be a complete fighter don't mean that you have to be, like I always say, it don't mean you have to be like great at like everything. Like, Khabib has his style, but he's got a good grasp of some of the other martial arts. So I think that Khabib, yeah, he's like one of the top fighters, complete fighters. Yeah, he's definitely one of the most complete fighters in the UFC. Well, was, right, because he's retiring. Invicta has some talent. Yeah, yeah. Marcus, yeah, they got talent, man. There's a lot of talent over there, man. I think they're you know they got all the featherweights too, so you know they need to bring the featherweights over to the UFC. But yeah, man, real quick, give y'all my post-fight thoughts on Miranda Maverick versus Liana Jojua as a whole. Like I said, you know, I was telling BJ, you know, BJ No Filter MMA, he was saying that Liana Jojua had the hands and she had the striking to deal with Miranda Maverick, but I was just like, nah, man, she just don't. I mean, Liana Jojua was too slow and too predictable with her hands. You know, Liana Jojua, her thing is on the ground. If she was to get this fight to the ground, it would have been competitive. But Miranda Maverick, I think, like I said, she has the more solid foundation with boxing and striking. You know, she had faster hands in this one, and she was able to make the right adjustments that she needed in this fight. Now, I mean, from the opening bell at the beginning of the round, you know, they went in, both traded some good shots, but Liana Jojua, she did land some good counter right hands. Like, she landed some good right hands up the middle, and she actually started to redden the face of Miranda. You know, I'm looking like she woke Miranda up with them shots, them counter shots. That's when I was like, okay, now she can't stand right in the pocket. Also, like, Miranda should have started moving to her right, away from the right hand. You know, she was still moving to the left, so the adjustment she made, it was kind of difficult. Like, Miranda had to start like slipping, so she had to like slip so quick to get away from that right hand. Like, you know, she had to counter, land a couple good shots, and then after that, you know, she would slip that right hand coming. But if she would step more to her right, she would have got away from the power hand of Liana Jojua. But other than that, I mean, she made the perfect adjustment. Like, when she started throwing that right hand, she started mixing it up with kicks to the body. And yeah, that's like whenever she started hitting them kicks to the body, she was like, oh, Liana Jojua didn't fire off that right hand as much. So while she's up in that peekaboo guard, you know, Miranda's just splitting it with straight left hands and jabs. And then she's finishing some of these combinations off with kicks. And she's just going up, you know, up and down. You know, she's just switching levels on Liana Jojua at this point. And then you got to remember, she busted her mouth open with one of them left hands, and then she started mixing them elbows in. And then you saw at that point, whenever Liana was kind of crowding Miranda towards the fence, Miranda had her back to the fence. You thought she was going to throw a straight left hand. She came back with that badass elbow and busted that nose open. And like I said, sometimes fighters, man, when you have a certain thing that stands out on your body, like you might have a bigger nose or you have like full lips, you have to kind of fight to protect those things. Like, you've seen some fighters with full lips, the first thing that's going to get busted open is your mouth. You know, if you have scar tissue above your eyelid, that's going to be the first thing that opens up. So you really need to start fighting in a defensive manner to protect those things. You know, if you look at Jojua, Montana De La Rosa, those fighters with big bridges on their nose, long noses, the first thing to start leaking is their nose. You know, so fighters like them, they just can't fight in the pocket like that. And I think Liana Jojua, she could have kept up the pace if she would have had a different approach. Like, she just couldn't come forward like that against a fighter with faster hands, because they'll pick you apart. And they know if your nose is like the biggest target, they're going to just work the nose until it opens. And when she opened that bridge, man, I was like, I already knew it was over. I was like, they might give her another round, but I think if this cut man can't stop it in between the rounds, he gonna stop the fight. The doctor gonna stop the fight. Like, I think if he would have just covered it up enough, maybe they would have let her back in, and then if it started leaking, they would have stopped it. So she might have got a few more seconds in like the second round, but it was stopped for a good reason, man. I mean, it's like, no, yeah, you can't let that go on, because that cut was too deep and it was just pouring. I mean, I feel bad for her, but that's how it is, man. I mean, like I said, man, if you got a certain part of your body that's just sticking out like that, you got to protect it. You got to be extra careful with it. But yeah, overall, that was what I expected from Miranda Maverick, man. Like I said, I seen her fights in Invicta, how she handled the Phoenix flyweight series. she fought like so many different styles in that tournament, and she did so well as far as just like pacing herself. Like she fought smart in the first fight of the tournament, moved up to the second fight, and then she ended the third fight with a blast. She submitted Deanna Bennett in that third fight just to make it like, you know, to finish the whole thing off in fireworks. So she definitely has like a high IQ. What Robert Henry say? BJ saying big noses and mouths bleed easy. Well, good head movement improves a lot of that. Damn right. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, man. Yeah. That's why I said like I could not say like Liana Jojua had great striking or her striking is solid, because part of the fundamentals of striking is taking your head off the line, and she don't take her head off the line. Because yeah, she has full lips and a bigger nose, so hey, that thing's gonna bleed if you don't move your head. Definitely agree with that. Yeah. She flat-footed too. Yeah, she flat-footed. Robert Harris, I think it wasn't just the wrestling. Khabib's jiu-jitsu was superior to Justin's as well. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's his jiu-jitsu. Because as soon as when you saw him get to the ground, when he got to the ground, it was like, okay, this is my time now. Like, Justin, it's over. You know, Justin, like, I think his wrestling his experience in wrestling is just almost up there with Khabib, maybe on that same level. But when you talk about the jiu-jitsu, man, and the way he's able to submit, that's all Khabib, man. That's why I thought he was going for that armbar at first, but then he just switched to the triangle and, you know, just locked in on him, because Justin wasn't ready for that, man. I think it was his striking and his jiu-jitsu that really set up this win for him. Yeah, but overall, man, I think that, you know, this was a performance that definitely, you know, was going to build up the stock of Miranda Maverick, because, you know, she is a talker. You know, she's a fighter and she wants to fight the best. But I think, you know, she is a fighter that's smart and wants to take her time. You know, they're not going to put her in it. They're not going to put her in any fights where she's going to be food for somebody. You know, I think she's definitely going to be moved in a more calculated step. And as for Liana Jojua, man, damn, like I really don't see her beating anybody unless she gets them to the ground. You know, that's her only bet. And like I said, if she can't pick up the hand speed, she's going to get lit up by even faster fighters, you know. So I think Liana Jojua would be good for a stint in the Invicta organization. That's where she probably needs to be. But I think Miranda Maverick, you know, she is making a statement right now. Who would y'all want to see Miranda Maverick fight next? You know, that's a good question for y'all to answer. Who do y'all think Miranda Maverick should fight next? Back pop. Oh. Robert Henry said Justin was lost. Hell yeah. Yeah, he got lost when he was when he get taken to the ground. He was lost, man. Like whenever Khabib like locks your legs together and he just starts like wrapping you up like a anaconda, it's like it's over, man. All these dudes can just like sit flat on their ass and just wait for what's to come. Maybe Mackenzie Dern will let her borrow Jason Perillo. Shoot, yeah, she needs somebody like that that's going to help her polish her striking. Definitely needs somebody like Jason Perillo to help her. Definitely help that hand speed and defense. Because that bridge, man, for her is no joke, man. I'm like, damn, every fighter she fights from here on is going to target that place on her nose. I mean, same with Montana De La Rosa. You know, all you got to do is hit her in the nose like a couple times and it starts leaking. I mean, that's just how it is, man. That's real. Yeah, Anaconda leg lock. So next for Miranda Maverick, let's see. I wonder if they'll probably give her like another like unranked fighter, or if she'd want to do that first, like take an unranked fighter, take number 15. No, I think maybe she could fight. You know who Miranda Maverick could fight next? Miranda Maverick and well they, you think it would feed her what's her name? What is her name? Maria Agapova. They both in the flyweight. I think that fight would be crazy. That fight's not going the distance. Miranda versus Maria Agapova. I'm gonna go with Miranda in that one for sure though. Maverick should fight someone like De La Rosa next. Damn, boy, she gonna be opening another one, boy. She gonna be lighting somebody up again, boy. Cause just off the top, what I seen, like I can definitely say that her hand speed is better than some of these flyweights in the top 15. Now I'm not saying her experience, now her IQ is with some of these top 5 ladies, but Miranda Maverick definitely got the hand speed and the solid striking background. I just need to start seeing it tested more so against like the top 15. Like, yeah, De La Rosa, that would be interesting. I think she would light her up too, man. And the thing is, y'all haven't even got a chance to see what she can do on the ground yet, you know, so. Yeah, Miranda and De La Rosa, that's definitely a fight that could bust her into the top 15. You know, if they look for that fight, that would be interesting then. But Lauren Murphy versus Lily, was it Lilia? What did we say? Lilia Shakarova? Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't really. I really definitely wasn't. Seeing that fight as any type of upset. Somebody told me on Instagram that was gonna be an upset. I was like, whatever, man. I was like, that fight ain't gonna be a fight that Lauren Murphy is gonna lose. They try to give her somebody that she could go ahead and take out. What they needed to do was put somebody in there in the top 15 or bring somebody over from Invicta if they were going to bring in a newcomer. I mean, man, like, imagine if they brought in Vanessa Porto to take Cynthia Calvillo's spot. That would have been, now that would have been worth putting that flyweight fight on the main card. If they would have brought Vanessa Porto in, man, to take Cynthia Calvillo's spot, I would have been like, yeah, that's the fight I'm looking at. Hell yeah. Marcus, I think Maverick beats De La Rosa. That's a rank for her. Yeah. Robert, I saw some of her old fights. She looked kind of good on the ground. Yeah, she do. I think she's been improving, and I mean, that fight against what's her name? I just said it. Deanna Bennett. Yeah, the way she submitted Deanna Bennett too, man. And like I said, that was good for her level at the time. So submitting Deanna Bennett, definitely when you're in Invicta, that's a standout for you. That'll definitely push you up the rankings and tell you where you headed, in my opinion. He's still thinking about Lauren Murphy. Thing is, man, like, I was a fan. I'm a fan of her fighting style, but you know, I've been kind of getting turned off by this talk, man. Like, you know, don't get mad at Jessica Andrade. You know, don't get mad at Jessica Andrade because she wants to go for the if she wants to go for the strap, man, and she gets the title shot. Cause like I said, Lauren, y'all were here before she was. Why didn't y'all get the title shot? You know, so I mean, yeah, she did what she was supposed to do tonight. You know, she took down the smaller fighter. I looked at a little bit of the first round. You know, she pieced her up, kind of out. You know, just kind of kept that pressure on her and just boxed and outstriked her. Then that last round, when she took Lilia to the ground, Lilia looked like she was trying to go for an armbar, but in that full guard, it was just like Lauren knew what she was doing. And then all of a sudden, like Lilia was like, "Okay, I'm done," and she just turned over and got the choke on her. But yeah, like for what Lauren is doing right now, it's not making us say that she wants to go for the strap like it does, you know, Jessica Andrade. I mean, Jessica Andrade just came up in here and said, "Let me get it." And with this win over Lilia, this ain't gonna guarantee her no title shot now. She got to go back and fight Cynthia Calvillo now. You know, that's the fight we want to see. That's the fight where I want to see. This ain't gonna push you to no title shot. What do y'all think? Do y'all think they're gonna keep this Lilia Shukarova around? Do you think they're gonna keep her in the UFC? And if they keep her, who do you think they're gonna try to feed her to next? You said nope, nope, Robert. You said nope, they're not gonna keep her. You said nope, nope, Robert. She's likely on a 2-fight contract. Yeah, that or she might be on a one and done. If you get lit up one time, you're done. She on that one and done. Marcus said, I think Lily is going to strawweight. Shoot, I mean, she looked like she needed to be a strawweight in there. I mean, when you look at that size difference, I was like, damn. I was like, Lauren, like I know Lauren like bigger than everybody just about, but still, this girl looked too small to be a flyweight. I mean, I need to look at her past fights. Like, what did this Shakarova? What did she fight at? Like in some of her past fights, was she always a flyweight? Look at that shit right here. I mean, she fought most of her time in, what is this, WLF Wars. That's who she was with, like, for the past, she was there for 3 years, and then she just fought off with some other organizations. I think most of these organizations are just, like, overseas in, like, Eastern Europe. But you said they should do a one and done contract for everybody at 125 who don't call out Valentina. If you lose, you done. Hey, that's what I'm saying, man. This one and done, man. I'm putting that out there. Y'all need to do this one and done for real. Like, y'all come up in the division, you come in top 5, you beat a top 5 person, or you win a title eliminator. Your next fight is Valentina. So you either take it, lose, and if you lose, I'll let you. We'll say we'll let you stay back in the rankings. But let's say if you don't take the fight, you're done. Let's put it that way. I mean, if you step up, then you should be able to stay in the rankings. But if you skip out on the opportunity, nah, you got to go. LLF. LLF. Oh, it's called, WLF. WLF. Yeah, it do sound like something like that. I mean, it's called WLF Wars. So it's like, yeah, I ain't never really heard of that before. So I couldn't really say that Lilia was gonna be trouble. I mean, let me ask y'all this: like, when the tough fight has to pull out, when the tough opponent has to pull out, shouldn't they put you back in there with another tough fighter? Shouldn't that just be fair enough so you don't feel like you're just going in there against a nobody? Like, if Calvillo pulled out because, she tested positive, shouldn't you just get another top 5 fighter in there that maybe can't answer the call, or go to Invicta and grab one of their flyweights? Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, because, like, you bring somebody like Lilia over here, I'm sure, like, she knows her dream is to be in the UFC, but even she'll know that. Even she'll know, like, whenever she's ready or not. You know what I mean? Like, there's a point when they're probably like, I know they're using me, but I might as well take this chance because I'll never get it again. But at the same time, it's like, man, like, you have no chance against this fighter, so is it really worth that bag, though? Is it really worth to, mess your record up? Like, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could just say, okay, like, if I know I'm about to get lit up, if I know I'm not qualified for the UFC yet and I was just starting out and they call me, I'd be like, man, I ain't taking that. I ain't trying to get broke up. I ain't trying to get lit up yet. Marcus, what you say? These girls should be ashamed of themselves. They got Lauren Murphy thinking she can sting like a bee when in reality she moves like a turtle. I mean, yeah, she got power and she got pop, but it's not, the hand speed's not really there, I don't think, to compete with Valentina. And it's going to be interesting when she fights Cynthia Calvillo. Like, Cynthia Calvillo got a good jab, she got a good jab, and I think Calvillo, her hand speed is a little bit better. So yeah, really, man, that was a good fight for the flyweight division for Miranda and Liana Jojua, but that would have been cool if the fight was more so on like the prelims. It was like early prelims. I think a lot of people got a chance to miss out on a good fight. That flyweight fight was better than the Lauren and Shukurova. And man, that's for Justin. Not Justin, but for Khabib, man. Khabib wanting to retire. I'm kind of cool with that. I'm cool with him retiring. I mean, like in boxing, you got guys like Andre Ward. They retired at the right time. They retire undefeated. They retire the champion. We rarely get that, man. So originally I was saying maybe there's some catch weight fights out there for Khabib, but if you do it for money, sometime you wind up messing yourself up. You wind up messing up your whole career. You might wind up losing the belt. You might take a beating. So if he's not feeling it anymore, if the flame is gone, then I would say, yeah, definitely retire. Because I think it would make more of a statement for MMA if he did what he did, like he was doing it. Khabib was in the UFC for like 8 years. He cleaned the division out. He fought everybody he could fight. So that's pretty much it. I mean, he fought everybody he could fight, and then after that, you hang it up with you still the champion. That's the way you got to do it. Sometime I know it might feel like you need to keep going, but let's say if you were to, like you say here, Khabib is 29. That's cool with me. I never seen that done before, where somebody just actually said, "I'm done. That's it. Let's hang it up." You rarely see that, man. I mean, even Floyd Mayweather, he's 50-0, but I mean, he be pushing it. He was pushing it for a while. I mean, something tells me he might not be done. He might want to come back for like a fight. But I think the thing with Floyd Mayweather, he does these fights where he knows it's a guaranteed payday and not really like a big threat. But if you're talking Khabib, man, you talking about this division, you're always up to lose, man. You're always up to lose. Because let's say if Justin had his moments in this first round, imagine, man, like if Justin was just able to get up in that second round. It would have been a much, much closer fight or an upset. Yeah, 13-0. Yeah, man, that's a solid streak in the UFC, man. You don't see too many people do that, man. So it's just like just let it be. I could live with that. Because I really can't name anybody else who Khabib could fight now. I mean, I used to kind of want to see that Tony Ferguson fight, but Justin, he took care of that. He pieced him up to good, real good. So that's not really a fight I want to see with Khabib take anymore. So I mean, if he feels like he's done, yeah, he might be done then. Dang, man. Did y'all see that Walt Harris fight, though, man? Damn, man. I was going for Walt Harris in this one, too, man. But I was like, dang. My dude was eating some big punches in there. I mean, like, Walt got hit with a big jab, and it damn near knocked him out. He got rocked by a jab, but the stoppage, man, that body kick was no joke. What's his name? Alexander Volkov. Yeah, Alexander Volkov. Yeah, he stopped Walt Harris, man. That was crazy. And you could hear him. Like, I thought at first DC was just trying to, like, be funny, but when I went back and played it, you could hear, like, whenever the kick landed to Walt Harris's stomach, he just, like, You know, he let out that grunt. He let out like more than a grunt, man. He was like in pain. But shoot, yeah, man. Other than that, man, I mean, it was a solid card. I mean, yeah, the Volkov fight versus Harris, that was a good highlight. Whitaker Cannonier was a good fight. I thought Cannonier could have did a little bit better though, man. Like I wanted to see Cannonier get past that jab. It was like he couldn't get the timing of Robert Whitaker, man. Like Robert Whitaker just like was doing having his way with him with that jab in the second round, you know. But then that third round came, and the way he almost got Cannonier out of there, I was like, yeah, it's about done. But then Cannonier came back with that, was it right hand? He rocked. Yeah, it was a right hand that rocked Whitaker. You know, and I was like, damn, he really needed, man, he really needed to just let his hands go in that last like 30 seconds. But, you know, I give it to Robert Whitaker, man. He pulled a veteran move, man, just by like clinching and smothering. Like when he was hurt, man, he just went in there, was holding that last like 40 seconds, man. So I was like, yeah, he's doing smart. You know, Robert Whitaker, he's a smart fighter. So I didn't see him like getting stopped at that point. Robert Henry, I don't watch football anymore, but it reminded me of my favorite Barry Sanders. That's what I was thinking of. The way he ran the ball was pure poetry. He retired before breaking the all-time record. Yeah, man. Exactly. That's what I want to see, man. Like, I want to see him do something like that. Like, I didn't bring up Barry Sanders, but I was thinking that because I was like trying to think of everybody in the fight game, man. Like, y'all gotta know when to throw your cards in, man. Stop trying to push it. Yeah, Robert, it was similar to Jessica Andrade, you know, because that lets you know them body shots ain't no joke, man. That thing will have you squealing and crying and, you know, to have you in pain like no other, man. So, yeah, Barry Sanders, that was crazy. Marcus, on a side note, Jojua had that TKO coming since she got in Maverick's face and told her that she was going to kill her. She did she say it in Russian? Like, did she say it in like another language? Because I remember like at the weigh-in she said something. Like I didn't hear it. I never got a chance to go back and listen to what she said, but I knew she said something when she was in her face. But she said she was going to kill her. Man, she wasn't gonna do jack. Talking about she gonna kill somebody. She about damn near. She about damn near died in there. Yeah, cause I saw the body language. I didn't like her body language, how she was up on her, and then how she was like. I knew she said something, but Miranda just kind of ignored it and turned her back. You know, I knew it was some. I mean, I didn't know she said she was gonna kill her though, but I knew she said something because I saw how Miranda was looking. But dang, yeah. So that's that energy that comes back on you. I mean, if you can't back it up, man, ass whoopings await. The other two girls who tried treated my light. it didn't end well for them. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like I don't even see that in her personality because like Jojua is so quiet, like laid back seeming. But like, yeah, whenever you step out of line like that, talking about you gonna kill somebody, I'm like, man, shut up. I mean, if you ain't gonna, if you ain't got the reputation to back it up, then you probably shouldn't be talking. I mean, that's more like what's her name? Nadia Kasim. I mean, it's in her name, 187. So I could hear her saying something like she's gonna kill somebody, and then you see the result that would happen with her getting stopped. But my thing is like, yeah, like I didn't see her saying something like that. Wait a minute, is it back? Damn, done messed up my stream now. Damn. Yo, is it back? Yes, it's really acting up right now. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are, man. I mean, shoot, because this thing keeps on going in and out, acting like it can't read me. Shoot, man. Damn. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. Is it back now? Wait, can you all hear me? I see the chat back, so. Yeah, it's still running kind of slow, but yeah, I'm still here. All right, brother man, can you hear me? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so brother man, did you catch all the fights, man? Like, yeah, what was your take on some of the fights, brother man? Which ones did you if you saw all of them, which one kind of stood out to you? What did you say, Marcus? In my opinion, Antonina should be fighting De La Rosa instead of Jillian Robertson if Antonina gets past Lipsky. Yeah, that would be interesting. I I want to see what Antonina can do with Lipsky though, man. Lipsky's the she's the she's that violence queen, right? Oh yeah. The whole card, man, was straight. I mean, I wouldn't. The Lauren Murphy fight is what it is. It was what it was. I mean, because I wanted to see her in there with a top level opponent. But yeah, like the three top fights, the last three fights of the main card were on point. Though. I mean that. Yeah, yeah, all of them are great. I like Maverick decimating that Jojua's precious nose. Yeah, man, she killed her. She had her leaking, man. Like that's what I was telling my man BJ. I was telling man that the striking of Miranda Maverick is so much better and cleaner and faster. Jojua's that's her weak point. Like her ground game is what really stands out for her, but she just ain't got the hands. Yeah. Yeah. A bit. Maybe she could have made an adjustment. Maybe she could have made an adjustment and said, okay, I can last a little bit longer. But no, like that nose kept on leaking, and that doctor he was watching, man. That doctor he was watching, he was like, nah, this ain't going on. Yeah, she got a strong future, man. Come on, damn. What you say? Maverick has a strong future with the UFC. Yeah. I can see Maverick wins title in UFC flyweight and bantamweight titles. Look, yeah, she definitely got the style like to grow as a fighter. I mean, like I said, I think her striking is for the level she's on, her striking is impressive. I just want to see what she can do with it and what she can do on the ground against the top level fighters. You know, once she can like shake up, maybe fight a top 15 fighter and then maybe a top 10 fighter, you know, then we can start saying, oh, yeah, she's growing. And I don't think she's rushing either. What you say? Maverick has a strong future with the UFC. Yeah. I can see Maverick win his title with UFC flyweight and bantamweight titles. Yeah, she definitely got the style like to grow as a fighter. I mean, like I said, I think her striking is for the level she's on. Her striking is impressive. I just want to see what she can do with it and what she can do on the ground against the top level fighters. You know, once she can like shake up, maybe fight a top 10, top 15 fighter, and then maybe a top 10 fighter. You know, then we can start saying, oh, yeah, she growing. And I don't think she's rushing. Yeah, Murphy versus Andrade will happen eventually. Yeah, I mean the way not Andrade, but the way Murphy is talking, she talking like she want to stop Andrade from getting this title shot. And I think the best way to do that is to fight her, man. Like she's supposed to fight Cynthia Calvillo next. But shit, man, it's like, yo. What do you think about the flyweight division right now? Shoot, I mean, there's a lot of talent there. There's a lot of talent in the flyweight division. I think it's like 50-50. You know, you got to like start bringing in more straw weights, the straw weights that want to move up. You know, I think they could really show some of these flyweights how to do it. Then you got the ones that are on the come up, like the Jillian Robertsons and Miranda Mavericks and so on. I think that when they get to a certain level, when they get to that like 13, 12, and 10 level, and then you got those other strawweights that move up, like Nina Azaroff, and you already got Cynthia Calvillo there. It's gonna be interesting. But right now, I think. But right now, the way the flyweight division going, I don't know. Like, I don't know about too much of the top five want to really, you know, take the right challenges, man. I think Jessica Andrade is really just shaking it up now. They could take a page out of the strawweight book. I'll put it that way. Yeah, but with Nina Azaroff moving to 125, I think that's going to be interesting too. You know, I think she still got unfinished business at strawweight, but it's going to be interesting with Nina Azaroff there. I mean, when she get into that top five, I want to see what she can do. Calvillo has to be pissed, but we're getting to see flyweights more hungry and angry than ever. Yeah, Calvillo got to be pissed, man, especially with this COVID positive test, man. 2 in a row. You know, that came at the bad time for her. Because I think she would have got the title shot if she beat Lauren Murphy. Or it would have been between her and Jessica Andrade. Oh, so there are rumors of Thug Rose going to flyweight. Yeah, I haven't heard of that. If she loses to Whaley, shoot. Yeah, I don't know about Rose going to flyweight. Especially like, she trains with Valentina. You know how Valentina was giving her that work in the gym, so I don't really see her going up. Yeah, when you think of the caliber of fighters in the flyweight division, I think she could, but mm, it really wouldn't make sense if she was to fight Valentina, because I don't know, I don't think she could beat Valentina. Tatiana wants to go to flyweight too. Yeah, Tatiana can do that though, because if she's killing herself to make 115, then yeah, I think she should go to 125. I still want to see her and Wei Lee fight though, man. That would have been crazy. Tatiana wants to move because of her health reason, but don't be surprised that she'll move to Bantam. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, if she moves up because of a health reason, that's fine. Dang, Tatiana at 135, man, that would be crazy too, man. I want to see her flyweight first though. Well, Wei Lee isn't talking about fighting Valentina, so Wei Lee, she might move up to 125 eventually, right? You can tell most of these are moving up because of Andrade and seeing young guns show up at strawweights for Wei Lee. Yeah. Oh, what's going on, Roger? You talking about Tatiana? Tatiana walks around 132. Yeah. If you're talking about Tatiana, yeah, I really wouldn't want to see her at bantamweight because I'd want there's a lot of work to do right where she's at 125 or 115. UFC let Andrade fight as a strawweight while Davey fighting in flyweight. Or we talking about Rose now? Oh, okay, well yeah, then a flyweight would be good for her. Marcus Bell. Or you heard from Delusional BJ. That's it. I was driving today. I saw it. Yeah, I was on that interview, but man, he caught me with that one. I saw this like, okay. I saw that fake news. He was like, I was driving today and saw it. Oh man, he cut that thing out too and put it up. Oh man, BJ's running with that boy. That fake news. That's funny, man. The brother, man. Andrade says she can fight at all three divisions, but has fought bantamweight fights in her life. Yeah, yeah. She started her career. Andrade started her career at 130, 135, right? Yeah. She went from 135, and then she squeezed down to 115, and now she's moving up to 125. So yeah, she started at 135. Yeah, I hope everything is going okay. Like whatever's medical condition Tatiana has, I hope she can fully recover and get back in there and start competing. Yeah, she's definitely one of my favorites too, man. She would, especially when she was at 115. Yeah, Roger. If they want Jillian to get a shot in the near future, she needs to target Calvillo. Yeah, definitely. I think let her break into the top 10. Maybe get Andrea Lee out of there, and then like jump on a Cynthia Calvillo or who Calvillo versus Murphy winner, right? If that fight happens, if Lauren Murphy and Calvillo fight, she could fight the winner of them, right? Big Sis Chef has a target on her back. Yeah. Dean Thomas is friends with Dana and Maynard. I'm not sure why Jillian would ever get slighted or not getting a push if Dean wanted it. Yeah. Yeah, if yeah, no. I was talking about that earlier. Yeah, I don't think Murphy will get the title shot with the win over this newcomer. No, that's why I thought she would kind of go back and get that other fight against Cynthia Calvillo. Because hell no, I wouldn't give her a title shot. You know, after a win over this girl, Shakarova. No, that was just like a fill-in fight. I bet Andrade gets a title shot. Yeah, after this Jennifer Maia fight with Valentina, I'd be cool with Andrade getting the title shot right away. I don't really think so. I mean, Brother Man said Andrade has to defeat Murphy before she can get to Shevchenko. I don't think so, man. Because I think, since Andrade already beat Chikagan to me, I think she should get the title shot. She's already up there, so she got the resume to back it up. So I'm like, you got Caitlin Chikagan out of the way, so we can just ride with that. Andrade has to defeat Murphy. Yeah, I read that. Murphy is already pissed at Andrade, but Andrade doesn't speak or hide in her English, did not care. Julia should call out Murphy too. Yeah, yeah, man. Call out some of these top 10 fighters. Flyweight division is different than a few months ago. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot different. And for the better. It's a lot different for the better, definitely. I mean, I feel like some of these strawweights moving up is kind of making people rethink things, and I think that even with Nina Azaroff coming in, it's gonna be a little, I'm gonna say a little, it's gonna be a lot more competition going now, where people are gonna be wanting title shots more. Now Andrade and Calvillo is the choke point for title shot. Yeah, 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 definitely. Andrade and Calvillo, they're the ones because they're the ones that want the belt. Uh, Murphy claimed Murphy claimed it first, but since Andrade beat Chikagan, it's either these two are going to fight for the title. Hmm. Do you see them doing that, Roger? Do you see them making Andrade versus Murphy, making her fight another title eliminator, or do you think they'll just give it straight to Andrade? Marcus, yes, call someone out who can challenge you, and if you impress them, then you'll grab the UFC attention. And it's dumb as hell to call out someone who has a loss when you come off a win. Yeah, that's backtracking. Yeah, do you think that, man? Do you think that yeah, Jenny Frey, nah, she too tiny for flyweight. She could barely handle the strength at strawweight. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think Andrade, with that win, it's enough to just to give her the title shot, just to say, yo, look, she's coming to do it. So I don't really think she has to go through Murphy anymore. Think they'll wait until next month. Oh, okay. So yeah, after that, after the title fight, they'll book the challenger fight. Okay. All right. Jen is too big from what I'm seeing. Mm. Yeah, she used to be an atom weight. Jen Frey was an atom weight at when she was in Invicta. So she was squeezing down to 105, but yeah, I don't see her competing at 125 though. I don't know if she'll get any stronger. She's gonna get smoked hard. I don't know. Dana will push for an atom weight division. Shoot, they still ain't building up the featherweight division, right? Yeah, I remember that. Andrade agreed to fight Valentina when Nico pulled out. I know she did, and then Joanna did too, right? Didn't Joanna agree to fight her whenever she was a still a strawweight champion? Or was that during the Nunes pullout? I think Joanna did whenever she. UFC was interested in making that fight, but Andrade already stepped on the scale and was too big to fight at flyweight. Oh, hmm. Yeah. Then she went in there and tore Carolina's head off. Man, damn. Yeah, yeah. That's what I said, Robert. Yeah, that was the Nunes pullout. Joanna wanted to fill in when Nunes pulled out, but yeah, Andrade she wanted to step in when Nico pulled out. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I got it. Okay, yeah, Joanna was for the Nunes pullout. All right, yeah. Um, I think Nunes, Andrade goes straight to title. Shoot, I'm not even like a big Andrade fan, but yeah, I'm like, yo, she let her go straight for the title, man. Joanna even mentioned she wants to fight Nunes at some point. Damn, at 135, shoot. Yeah, Joanna, I don't, man, like, I don't see Joanna putting up a fight against Nunes. He's just too small. I mean, Valentina was dogging Joanna in that fight. I mean, like Valentina's body kicks were moving. Like Valentina's like front kicks to Joanna's chest were like moving her, man. So I'm like, I don't think she can handle Nunes, you know. Commission would not sanction Andrade at the time because she stepped on the scale too light. Okay, she was too light. I got you. Oh, she was too light at that time for the fight. Got you. Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, I don't see Joanna ever moving up to 135, and if she did, it ain't gonna be successful. I want to see what that was her only fight, brother man. I think yeah, that was her only fight at flyweight. The title shot against Shevchenko, that was her only fight at flyweight. Yeah, cause she just moved up for that fight. Yeah, that I mean that was brief, all right though. That was brief. That was all she could handle. I don't even know if I'm curious to see if Joanna can grab her strap back at strawweight. I don't even know if she could do that now. Can she recapture her strawweight title? But yeah, man, I think I'm about to wrap this one up, y'all. Just wanted to come on here and do another live stream. Like I said, kind of like coming on here just talking to y'all, and just finding out about some fights and talking different fights and everything. But how do you see Wei Lee versus Rose fight going? That's a tough call, man. I really don't know. I hope Rose can be in it mentally and physically, man, because I think she has some top skill over Wei Lee, but Wei Lee, her focus is just killer right now to me. Like from what I've seen, like her focus is just really what's pushing her uh, to keep wanting to defend that title. I might do a pre-breakdown of Wei Lee versus Rose. I like both of them. I'm a growing fan of Wei Lee, but I'm a big Rose fan, so I might actually do like a little breakdown of it. It's really tough to call though. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. Thanks for everybody that came through the chat. Robert, Marcus, Roger. Thanks for coming through and chopping it up, filling me in on some news there. Appreciate that, Roger. And brother man, thanks for coming through. But yeah, like always, man, I just post the information there. Where you can follow me at or help support. Yeah, you keep on, coming through, and I keep doing live streams. If y'all want to hear it. But yeah, thanks, Roger. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And yeah, it depends on what Rose shows up exactly. Yeah, yeah. Brother man, real quick, hey combo, what do you think? Possible atom weight and open weight division. Mm. I don't know. I don't know if they would do an open weight division. Really, like I could see them doing the atom weight before they do the open weight, because there's a lot of fighters from Invicta that could come through and do the atom weight. Like Zapatella, Alicia Zapatella just won the atom weight championship in Invicta, so she could come over, and then they could bring over some of the other ladies like Lindsey Van Zant, and then maybe Carla Esparza could move down to atom weight because she's so small. But yeah, man, other than that, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. But again, thanks for coming through. I'll probably jump on and do another stream. Um, I think Coach, he's gonna be doing his stream tomorrow, so I might jump on there with him. He asked me if I could, so yeah, I'll probably jump in there and talk some MMA with them. But yeah, y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all later. Peace.